Peppa and the puzzle game. Peppa and George are ready to play with colorful building blocks. They don't know that today, the blocks will be very special. Oh no! The first block jumps and changes color. Peppa and George are wide-eyed and giggle with surprise. The other blocks also transform into little animals dancing all over the floor. Peppa and George chase them, picking them up with laughter. Yahoo! The blocks form funny shapes, then change into new ones. Peppa and George try to guess, but are always surprised and laugh non-stop. Finally, the blocks return to normal, but still brightly colored. Peppa and George giggle happily, enjoying the magical shape-shifting game.
Oh.
Today, Daddy Pig takes Peppa and George outside to play under the sunny sky. Yahoo! While happily walking around the yard, Peppa suddenly spots a ball stuck on the roof. Daddy Pig walks over, picks up a little rock and throws it as hard as he can. Daddy Pig quickly runs over and gives the ball a huge kick. The ball flies high into the sky and disappears far away. Today, Peppa looks very happy as she skips into the house. Suddenly, a little music note floats right past Peppa.
Whoa!
In the corner of the room is a strange box covered with music note shapes. Yippee! Peppa gently opens the box to see what's inside. Suddenly, lots of colourful music notes float up into the air. Whoa! Woo-hoo-hoo!
Ha ha ha!
Whoa!
Huh?
takes Peppa and George outside to play in front of the house. Woohoo! Whoa! Daddy Pig pulls out a very big carpet and spreads it across the yard. As Daddy Pig walks away, Peppa and George quickly sit on the carpet. Whoa! Wow! Suddenly, the carpet zooms away super fast. Peppa and George suddenly plop down onto the grass below. Peppa and George laugh loudly as the carpet spins through the wind. Today, Peppa looks very happy as she skips into the house. Suddenly, a little music note floats right past Peppa.
Whoa!
In the corner of the room is a strange box covered with music note shapes. Yippee! Peppa gently opens the box to see what's inside. Suddenly, lots of colourful music notes float up into the air. Today, Daddy Pig takes Peppa and George outside to play under the sunny sky. Yahoo! While happily walking around the yard, Peppa suddenly spots a ball stuck on the roof. Daddy Pig walks over, picks up a little rock and throws it as hard as he can. Daddy Pig quickly runs over and gives the ball a huge kick. The ball flies high into the sky and disappears far away.
Today, Peppa is sitting outside quietly, watching the big blue sky. George walks outside looking sleepy, his eyes barely open. Suddenly, a yellow leaf flies through the air and lands right on George's face.
Whoa!
Uh-oh.
Whoa!
At that moment, an umbrella slowly floats down from the sky with the wind.
Peppa curiously runs toward the umbrella and George quickly follows her. Woo-hoo-hoo!
As soon as Peppa touches the umbrella, a strong gust of wind suddenly blows.
Yahoo!
Today, Peppa and George are going to visit your different houses in class. They are so excited to see what kind of houses you live in. The first house they came to was Ket's. It was small and colorful. Peppa and George both loved it immediately. Scowl's house is different. It's tall and modern, with big windows looking out onto the garden. Peppa and George love it because it's so spacious. Bear's house is located in the forest and is made of wood. This is Peppa and George's favorite house because it is close to nature and has a beautiful garden. After the tour, Peppa and her friends sat down and realized that each house had its own special thing.
Today, Peppa's whole family decides to go out for a fun day. Peppa and George are so excited that they can't stop hopping around the front yard. Daddy Pig goes to get the car. Wow! On the way, they travel along a road lined with colorful flowers. After arriving, Daddy Pig and Mummy Pig relax under a large umbrella. The calm lake makes Peppa and George even more excited to look around.
Today, the school is holding a running competition. Peppa, George, and the others are very excited to participate. Who will be the winner? The whistle has blown! The race is officially on! Peppa and George and their friends run as fast as they can. Oh no! There are many obstacles on the track. Peppa has to overcome them, but George can't stop because he tripped over a small rock. Daddy Pig and Mummy Pig cheered enthusiastically, which gave Peppa and George extra motivation to continue the competition. And finally, Peppa and her friends finished the competition. Even though she wasn't the winner, Peppa felt very happy because she tried her best. One fine evening, Little Pig was sleeping soundly in his room. But as he closed his eyes and fell asleep, a strange dream began. The little pig opened his eyes and found himself at the bottom of the sea, surrounded by colorful fish and beautiful coral reefs. Little Pig wanders into an underwater garden where sea flowers are blooming and dancing to cheerful music.
Oh!
The baby pig swims like a little fish and can even surf like a superhero. Everything under the sea is fun and colorful. After a wonderful adventure, Little Pig felt a little tired and decided to return to the real world. The water world gradually disappeared, leaving behind a feeling of relief. Special rain. The rain begins, but it's not ordinary rain. Sparkling, colorful drops fall into Peppa's garden. Each magical raindrop turns into a beautiful flower. The green garden bursts into colorful blooms. Huh? Mummy Pig and Daddy Pig run into the garden, amazed by the magical flower garden created by the rain. The whole family laughs joyfully. Peppa and George dance among the flowers, enjoying the magical rain with their family. A very special day, full of colors and happiness.
Today, the weather is beautiful, and Peppa and George lie on the grass, watching the clouds drift by. Huh? George suddenly points at the sky and cheers excitedly. Huh? In the sky, there is a cloud shaped like George's favorite toy dinosaur. But instead of a dinosaur, Peppa sees a giant cake in the clouds. George keeps looking at the sky and imagines the cloud turning into Daddy Pig with a big smile. Peppa imagines the cloud turning into Mommy Pig in her orange dress. Whoa! 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 Woo-hoo-hoo! Whoa! Wow! Whoa! Whoa! Woo-hoo-hoo! Whoa! Oh!
Okay.
Today, Peppa looks very happy as she skips into the house. Suddenly, a little music note floats right past Peppa. Whoa! In the corner of the room is a strange box covered with music note shapes. Yippee! Peppa gently opens the box to see what's inside. Suddenly, lots of colourful music notes float up into the air.
A happy morning starts with, a delicious chocolate cake. Oh my, who could resist? But when the baby turned around, oh what? Where did the cake go? The little pig is on a hunt. Under the table, in the fridge, even in his boots. And finally, the cake was right in the hands of the pig, eating deliciously. But don't worry, Piggy has prepared a second portion of cake for you. How sweet!
Today, Peppa and George are dancing in their room with the speaker turned up to the maximum. But then Daddy Pig walks in and turns the speaker off.
Aha!
With the music gone, Peppa and George head outside looking for something else to do. The grass in front of the house has grown taller than their necks. Yahoo! Peppa immediately runs over to a lawnmower nearby. She pulls the starter cord with all her strength. Her pushes the mower straight into the tall grass ahead. Row by row, the tall grass disappears, making the yard look bigger and bigger. Today, Peppa looks very happy as she skips into the house. Suddenly, a little music note floats right past Peppa. Whoa! In the corner of the room is a strange box covered with music note shapes. Yippee! Peppa gently opens the box to see what's inside. Suddenly, lots of colourful music notes float up into the air. Today, Daddy Pig takes Peppa and George outside to play under the sunny sky. Yahoo! While happily walking around the yard, Peppa suddenly spots a ball stuck on the roof. Daddy Pig walks over, picks up a little rock and throws it as hard as he can. Daddy Pig quickly runs over and gives the ball a huge kick. The ball flies high into the sky and disappears far away. Today, Daddy Pig brings Peppa and George outside to play in front of the house. Woo-hoo-hoo! Whoa! Daddy Pig pulls out a very big carpet and spreads it across the yard. As Daddy Pig walks away, Peppa and George quickly sit on the carpet. Whoa! Wow! Suddenly, the carpet zooms away super fast. Peppa and George suddenly plop down onto the grass below. Peppa and George laugh loudly as the carpet spins through the wind.
Aha! Huh? Ha! Huh?
Aha!
Yahoo! Yippee! Today, Peppa is sitting outside, happily watching the clouds drift across the blue sky. George walks out of the house, looking tired, his eyes half closed, as if he has just woken up.
Aha!
Suddenly, an umbrella slowly floats down from the sky, right in front of them. Peppa gently touches the umbrella's handle. At once, a gust of wind blows and the umbrella starts pulling Peppa forward. Today, it is raining very heavily and raindrops are falling everywhere. George stands by the window, looking outside, feeling disappointed because he can't play. Suddenly, the rain slowly stops. George happily runs outside right away. Peppa skips outside with a big smile on her face. George excitedly jumps splash into the puddle, sending water everywhere. Peppa laughs and quickly runs over. Splash! 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 Peppa keeps jumping in the puddle with George. Today, Peppa and George happily run outside to play under the clear blue sky. While playing, they suddenly spot a giant balloon resting on the grass. The two siblings walk around the balloon, carefully examining the strange object.
Wow!
Yahoo! Yahoo!
Oh!
The balloon gently shakes and starts growing even bigger.
Huh?
Oh!
Yahoo!
Peppa quickly grabs the string and happily runs around the yard. Today, Peppa's whole family decides to go shopping at the supermarket. Peppa and George are very excited and run quickly to the front of the house. Woo-hoo-hoo! Daddy Pig and Mummy Pig smile as they watch the two siblings having so much fun. On the way, Peppa and George giggle as the car passes a road lined with colourful flowers. Whoa! Peppa and George curiously look around and explore the aisles. Whoa! George walks past the fruit section and spots a huge watermelon. Meanwhile, Peppa becomes interested in a bright orange carrot.
Little Pig and his sister decided to explore a forest that was said to have many strange things. But no one expected that. Today would be a special adventure. As they went deeper into the forest, they came across a giant tree, standing tall in the middle of the road. But not any ordinary tree. Suddenly, a mysterious warning rang out from within the tree. Be careful, darkness is approaching, and things will never be the same again. Suddenly, the atmosphere changed. The shadows of the trees began to move, but it wasn't the wind. Little Pig and Sister Pig ran faster, but the darkness seemed to be unyielding. And in the end, nothing strange happened. Everything was in the sisters' imagination.
Whoa! Woo-hoo-hoo!
Little Pig and Big Pig were walking in the park when they suddenly heard a strange sound coming from behind the bushes. They both stopped and looked at each other curiously. Little Pig started to guess. Could it be a giant bear sleeping in there? And Sister Pig thought, or maybe a squirrel looking for food. The rustling from the bushes grew louder. Neither of them could figure out, what was it? Could it be a monster? And then, suddenly, Daddy Pig jumped out from the bushes, scaring Little Pig and Sister Pig out of their wits. It turned out that Daddy Pig was playing hide and seek. After a moment of panic, the whole pig family laughed out loud. It turned out that the strange thing behind the bush was a fun game that Father Pig thought up.
Huh? Whoa!
Adventure in the Little Forest. Peppa and George are excited to step into the small forest where trees and rustling leaves await. They don't know what surprises are ahead.
Wow!
Oh, wow! The leaves in the forest seem to dance, falling on Peppa and George's heads like funny hats. Look! A big tree looks like it's laughing! Its branches shake, making Peppa and George jump back, then laugh at the silly sight. They have to cross a small pond, but leaves cover the water like a wobbly bridge. Peppa and George jump around, splashing water everywhere. Finally, Peppa and George sit under a tree, laughing as they look around. They had a funny and joyful adventure in the small forest.